The focus today on this little how-to really keys in on the fact that it doesn't have to be a high-budget affair. You'll notice, especially if you watch a lot of television shows, if you go to some of the sporting shows that are going on this season, that there's a lot of high-tech gadgetry. There's underwater cameras, there's sonar, there's GPSs, aqua-views. They've got these clam ice shelters that are heated. There's a lot out there, and don't get me wrong, I really enjoy those things. They enhance the sport, and I participate in that as well. But when I was a kid growing up, my grandfather took me ice fishing. There's some simple tools that you need to acquire that are inexpensive and allows you a great day on the ice. And I just wanted to go over a few of those with you today. The first thing that you want to do is check the local ice conditions on the body of water that you want to go to, along with the fishing regulations. Don't be surprised. Ignorance is no excuse. Look up and make sure you know what fish you can catch. Know ahead of time whether you're going to catch and release these fish or whether you're going to keep them to eat, because that's important how you get them up to the hole. But first things first, when you know those things and you know the ice is safe, you've got to get out there. Have a sled to bring some of this gear that I'm going to show you. You can lash it down. It doesn't have to be fancy. It can be a piece of cardboard. It can be a child's sled that he uses to go sledding with. It could be a toboggan. Maybe you could even fit it all into a backpack and just carry your ice chisel. But however you assemble that, when you get out there, the first thing you need to do is cut a hole. So if you don't have a $300 or $400 ice auger, or you haven't picked one up in Uncle Henry's, this is the old-fashioned way to do it. This particular ice chisel right here was made by my father-in-law, and you'll see a lot of these around, and you might even seen one yourself. But this one here is just made up of a couple pieces of pipe with some screws together so that you can screw them on. And on the end was soldered a nice piece of metal that he sharpened into an ice chisel. And you can buy these pre-made in just about any sporting shop. I know that Dave has them down to Old Town Trading Post. So you can look and just get an ice chisel. When I go out by myself and I want to keep it low-key, a lot of times all I'll do is just chop 2 holes anyway. So even if the ice is really thick, it's kind of a neat thing to chop your own hole. First of all, you're not limited by the size of your auger bit. You can make a nice big hole if you want to. You can set your tip up in that, and then you can take your time and go off and maybe cut a hole to do some jigging in. So if you're not going to go out and have 5 or 6 kids or a large party and you don't have to drill 25 holes, sometimes this is a nice, easy way to do it.
Look at this.
Oh no, a big fish!